The shit is so fucking unreal. He brings the teddy bear dog. This is the same dog Martin had. Martin had when he was doing the New Jack City episode. It's the same dog. He walking him in, save him. Oh, I thought God could save everybody. I want to say I laughed out loud because I've been waiting for Snoop to break character. He pulled that big ass chrome
out of his robe.
Nigga, I said, get out. That nigga said, about to make me go back to my East Side way.
You know that was improv, nigga. I was like, East Side of what, Snoop Dogg? Say Long Beach so I can laugh. Please don't say East Side of Detroit. Nigga. No, he was about to say, nigga, my East Side LBC days, cuz.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer, like I said, every fucking episode, we don't care if we liked it or not. We still watch your shit, and congratulations to you. We support you, and shout outs to you, nigga, because you made it. We don't know you. We're watching this. Your movie, anybody around the world can watch your shit. You made it, my nigga. You famous. You good.
Just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. So we back.
Help. Black on Black Prime, subscribe, like, hit the like button, man. We back for episode 7. And
oh, hey, fuck.
Mick
I didn't shout out. I wanted to shout out, dude.
Who?
Remember the OG nigga that was like Team Charles here?
Wait, what?
In the comments.
Did he? I didn't see that one. Really? What episode did he say that? We can shout him out on this one.
Let me go find it. That nigga said Team Charles here. Let me see if I can find it right quick.
That was on episode 5?
Was it 5? It might have been 5.
Oh yeah, that bro that left hella comments.
Yeah.
That nigga went ham. That nigga said Team Charles in the building. Shout out to Suburbia Jones.
Oh shit, I didn't even see these other ones.
Yeah, he left a couple. Lamar had a gun when he went to see Lucille. But what he doesn't have is people backing him, so he's an easy target. Right. I don't believe a man wrote this episode. One, he didn't wash up when he got home. he was a 2-mint brother twice. Yeah. Shout out to Suburbia Joe. That
nigga was going in. That's he Team Charles, y'all.
Team Charles in the building.
He Team Raw Dog. Team Raw Dog Charles.
That's hilarious. Did he hit her with the 2 pumps last episode too? He hit her.
Yes. No. He got a good 7 in there.
Yeah. He did 2 pumps in a grind. What movie was that? That was I got that. Give me 2 pumps and a grind.
So okay. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to him. No, but this is episode 7.
Yeah, we damn near. We were 3 episodes away from the finale.
Yeah. So we started off with Lucille getting ready to go to church straight from Wendy's. She getting dressed for that. Nigga Charles was full out like fuck it, because he looking at her like, you going to church? I'm gonna pick up 2 extra shifts.
Nigga has no guilt whatsoever at this point. Nigga.
Yeah, the guilt is gone. Yeah. I wanted to ask fucking what did he say in the beginning? He said did he say T sold his half of the business?
Yeah, he was just like, no, he pretty much like cashed out on the business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't no more money left in that business. Like
he took his money and dipped.
Yeah, it was a wrap. Like the business is like dissolved. There's nothing he can do about it.
Oh, okay, so that's why Charles went back to the wherever he was working.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay, that's what he started with.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that happens. Charles, he don't give a fuck no more. He going to go kick it with Gladys. I don't even know her name. He going to Gladys' house.
Her mama came to Gladys. I'm gonna call her Gladys.
That's her name, Gladys. So he going to Gladys' house now. Like he starting the old school. You know the old school niggas with the 2 families. That's the road he on now. He like fuck it. Meech goes to Mo house again. He just too fucking comfortable, man. Like
I'm telling you, man. Like you telling me Lamar, he know everything else. He be finding anybody else. You telling me he ain't just like watching his girl house?
Right. This is the you know how he feels about this girl still. This is the one he can't get away from. You just comfortably go over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't matter. You know what I mean? So they trying to now she's trying to get him Mo to set him up, right?
Yeah. So okay, so that's what I was saying. So I feel like they're trying to be smart and trying to use that angle. Cause remember she told him like nah, he a street nigga. You gotta come at him in a different angle. So I think the different angle is for her to set him up.
Yeah. I just know that shit ain't gonna work
At all.
I think that she's going to be obvious, too obvious, right? Because she's already obvious by not. Because if you're gonna do that, like go in or whatever. Because she was like, I guess moving. I'm not trying to pass nothing up, but pretty much and when she sees Lamar the next time, she's still super jumpy. You know what I mean?
Right. She's still nervous, but
yeah,
they switch. So you don't know she's nervous until the scene is over.
Yeah.
And I don't think her character's not that great of an actor. I mean, as far as the character goes, as far as Mo goes, she's not that good of this nigga's. You're supposed to be terrified of this nigga, but you just that comfortable. It's not. Right. And Lamar's supposed to be smart.
Lamar, yeah. So it's like you go from being scared of this nigga, because he gonna catch on. It's like you went from being scared of me to being like, you worried about my dog. Now you talking about
letting him in the house. Let him in the house with the dog.
Right. We can give it a chance. Like, nah, that don't seem right to me. Like, I know you lying. Like, he gonna kill that girl.
I don't want to say I hope so, but you got to be smarter than that. But so Meech and Terry go to K9's domain. They having a broke rich party where they donate money to people with no money. I think they called it like broke rich when they walked in.
I don't remember what they called it, but I know what you're talking about. I remember that scene.
Right. So they're walking in. Meech approaches K9's cousin to discuss a business deal in the middle of K9's establishment.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about how he's going to go around K9 to steal some business. Well, not necessarily steal, but it's like you still discussing business about K9 while in K9's establishment, knowing how crazy K9 is. Because in saying that, K9 literally shoots his own mama in the head.
That was mama or his auntie?
That was his mama.
Yeah, they're trying to make it. I don't know. This is another part, I guess, of the series where I'm just like, yeah, they're just doing anything now. Like they're trying to make these characters so
ruthless,
believable that they're ruthless. Just like you said, yeah. So I was just like, no, ain't nobody doing that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if a nigga that crazy, like, you're not gonna test them like that. Like they backdooring them. You know what I mean? Pause.
but they're discussing it in the middle of his party. You're in his place.
Yeah, and talking to his cousin, like, that can't be, taken the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. I would just did it.
Yeah, like why? Or I would have talked to you outside of here.
Yeah.
So at a point it gets irritating. Because and the reason why I know it's his mom, because he shoots her in the head. I thought he just shot her, but he shoots her in the head because she lays on the ground and say, "I can't believe you shot me in my head." And then the cousin looks over and say, "You shot Auntie, whatever the fuck her name is." And then he says, "Get up, ma."
Okay, so yeah. I knew he shot one of his family members, but like me hearing Auntie, I thought that was his auntie, but that makes sense that it's his cousin. So that's his auntie, but that's his mother. So
and he says, "Get up, ma." And then they're riding T and Meech in the car, and T like, he just shot his old lady in the head.
Okay, yeah, they do call him old lady, but they don't care. Nigga, you think that made them stop? You think that made them stop to think that, oh, maybe we shouldn't try to, mess with this nigga? Nah, he just killed his mama. Like, he won't kill us. Okay, now never mind. We're gonna do it anyway. Like, these niggas, we're gonna jump on them. Just like you keep on saying, like, the age. These 16-year-olds, they're gonna jump on a plane to where is that? Panama?
Yeah.
No passports, nothing. We just getting it. I don't know. Can a 16-year-old get a passport?
So when that happened, I came to the conclusion that in this universe, age don't mean shit. No. In the BMF universe, age don't mean a goddamn thing.
You sure they're 16 or are they like 18, 19 now?
No, he's still in high school.
Okay.
Maybe Meech is older, but T is still in high school.
That nigga T is a grown man. That nigga 30.
Shit, that man. Because damn, I forgot where I was at.
we were talking about the party and dude getting shot in the his mom getting shot in the head, and now they're in the car, talking about the situation, talking about going.
Wherever they going. What I did fuck with was because what's her name, Freak Nasty Lala, she's not talking to T right now, so T shows up at her job.
Yeah.
And Lala waiting for, like, she got an attitude like, what do you want? And he told the lady like, no, you can go ahead. And then he went to the other lady. He was flirting like a motherfucker. I was, do that.
Yeah. Real niggas do real things.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I like that angle of it, because he like, nigga, I ain't gonna keep playing with your ass. Yeah, she looked good too.
And she was trying to give him like, no, you got to go to this place and you can learn these languages in a day or two. I'm just like, man, how you got the hookup? Like, where this come from? Like, you know what I mean? Now you just motherfucking queen of information and shit. Fuck
yeah, I like how he did that. That nigga dismissed the shit out of her because she just jumped in the conversation like, nah, here, right? Do this and do this. He was like, oh, for sure. But anyways, like, yeah, you
appreciate you.
Right on. But you I like how he did that. So then we jumping all over the place.
Yeah, you got to talk about the strip club scene.
No, because before that, when Meech go to Mo house, she braiding her little cousin's hair, who's 16, who happens to live in Atlanta, who tells Meech, if you come down, come kick it with me. They literally set up. This is because Meech is gonna use Meech uses whatever's around him. You remember Three Ninjas? That nigga said, use your environment.
Yeah,
that's Meech. Anything around me that can get me paid, fuck it.
They're about to get that little girl killed.
Yeah.
At first, I thought he was flirting with the little girl because it was like, if they 16, she's 16 too.
But no, I don't think Meech 16.
Okay, so it's like the way Meech was kind of like, looking at it, almost seemed like it was like a flirtatious kind of thing. I was like, okay, are they just doing this right in front of him? But I had to remember that Meech is still technically a little young.
But so I saw that as the girl trying to flirt with him, but I seen him looking at her like, oh, you money.
Yeah, like, I'm about to send a brick your way.
Yeah. You say you're going back to Atlanta tomorrow. Okay, right. I need you to take these 3 keys.
Right. Yeah.
And a BMF chain. Everybody get a BMF chain in this motherfucker.
Nigga, that BMF chain is huge. There's no way I can do anything.
Huge.
There's no way I can do anything in the day just walking around with this big ass brick on my chest. And they just moving with that motherfucker. They fighting with it. You know what I mean? This nigga get it. He'll never lose it. Like, how you get in a fight, nigga? That shit just still stay around your neck.
It's still there. Didn't nobody reach for it, snatch it. Speaking of the fight, they beat up. That nigga he keep getting beat up. The nigga got hit by the police car. He's back on the street selling drugs again. And he runs up on T because I guess the drugs like dissolved or shrank or some shit. So however they cut it, they must not have cut it right.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of liked it though. T like
was that this episode or the last episode?
Now I'm confused. I don't remember.
I feel like this was the last episode 6, where they beat old boy up. Yeah, because he was talking shit.
Yeah, he said I want my money back.
Yeah. I think that was last episode, the 6th episode.
Yeah. It ran together for me. But anyways, he got beat up and jumped. So we can jump back to this one. That nigga just keep getting beat up though. So Mo meets this nigga at the most romantic street to discuss languages, I guess. I guess. And then the flower lady, he gives her a big ass stack of money for some roses. It's like I said, that's what bothers me. Like, she treats him like a grown man, but then talks to him like a little boy when she feels like it.
Yeah.
It's like you can't keep jumping back and forth.
At this point, you already knocked it down. It's like you can't, Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm getting irritated by that. And then but then we jump to Charles. And Charles is getting turned out.
Raw dog Charles, man. He's a real nigga right there. That nigga said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out in public now. It's got to be a small town because everybody do the same shit.
Everybody. But
it's Detroit, but it's got to be a certain part of like East Side Detroit or something like that. Like where everybody just kind of like, okay, if it's a skating ring, that's where everybody goes skating. If it's a strip club, that's where everybody go to the strip club. You know what I mean? Like, and he just said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the strip club. And was it the daytime?
Well, we don't know because it's inside and it's dark.
Oh, okay, because
Oh no, it's at night. It's at night because the wife went to church. Remember, and he was like, "I'm gonna pick
that's
up a
right.
late shift."
Yeah, you picking up a late shift, though, right?
She did. She was. She didn't spare shit. She was like, "You ever been with two women before? You ready for that? Hey,
Like,
come over here. Come over here. Get naked and give it to him." I was like, damn.
That nigga's so stupid. He was just like, yeah, that and then some. Like he thought he was like, no, nigga, at the same time. He was like, I'm a freak or something.
He was like, I've been with Cheryl. Then it was you.
Gladys and them. Aretha.
They make it seem like Charles is street smart and then he's dumb at the same time.
That nigga Meech looked at that nigga from a distance. That nigga lost his whole fucking mind. He was just like, oh shit. Like I fucked that. Like you might as well stay now, bro. Like you caught.
You are done. Like you guys locked eyes. You're there.
Yeah. That shit was funny though. That was a funny scene because you could tell that he's diving straight into the whole, like, you know, it was at first like I feel a certain way about cheating on my wife. Now it's just like, you know what?
Fuck it. Now it's like fuck it. It's like he fought the feeling one time, but then she gave him that orgasm when she rubbed his arm. Now he like fuck it. He like fuck it. So then from there, that's when I think that's when no, that's when they fly to wherever they was going to.
I think it was Panama, right?
Yeah, T pays a nigga to ship his guns for. What world do these niggas?
Apparently, it's a world that, you know, this is all pre 9/11. You know what I mean? So it was just easy to it was easy to ship guns. You know what I mean? Put them in your suitcase. You'll get this over there for me.
But Meech gets there and runs into a lady, don't even speak English, and just goes with her.
With his chains, with his bags, everything.
He's the dumbest nigga in the dope.
Oh shit! I guess he thought that, you know, I don't know, man. I don't get it because it's like all of this shit it doesn't seem realistic to me. I mean, you know, apparently it happened. You know what I mean? This is real. It's a real story. I mean, it's loosely based, but it's like these two niggas just going to another part to meet some nigga they ain't never met before. That shit just seems dangerous.
It's just, I think this story is just based off the names now. I think none of this story happened. I think it's just based off the fact that their name is BMF.
Yeah.
Because this shit is getting goofy.
Right. It's just like I said, I don't know if it's real or not. You know what I mean? Some of these parts of them flying all over the place because they just seem too young to be doing all this shit by themselves. And then it's like, how do you become like this great drug dealer / businessman like overnight? Like, how long has it been since he's been doing this? Like for probably like a year at this point. It's like now you just know the lingo, you know where to go get it, and you know how to talk to these niggas. That shit just seemed dangerous to me. That Colombia nigga that they met, that nigga's a grown man.
What bothers me is the fact that they keep getting everything on consignment and there's no consequences because they've not paid anybody back. I want to say K9 was the only nigga that got paid back.
I don't know, bro. So Meech goes in there, he try to mess with the girl, and he gets jumped. You know what I mean? You already knew that it was the same people. Like you could tell, like she set him up. I'm just like, okay, she probably a part of the plug.
Obviously.
Because I was like, there's no way this nigga's about to go in this meeting. He probably knew it himself because like, you about to go in this meeting with nothing now. I just went home.
I just don't. Anyway, so now we jump to the cops. He's inviting her over to the house for dinner, adding to the weird ass awkward relationship. And then, okay, so I was wondering if that's what they were going to do. Were they going to make the son gay, you think?
Yes.
Or was that just his friend?
Yes. This is Winston. Like what?
Which ain't a problem, but it's like it seemed forced.
It's too late for your son to be kicking it with a boy by himself. It's like at the house.
Well, he in high school.
I don't know, man.
No, that's how it started. Remember, he was like, "You gonna wear that
No.
shirt to high school?" It's like, so it could just be his friend, but it's like,
Niggas play video games with their friends, but they didn't seem
yeah.
like they was doing nothing. You know,
No, they was looking at the photo album or some shit.
yeah, niggas like we didn't do that when we was in high school. I didn't say, "Hey, Lamar, come over, look at my photo album." We was rapping, playing video games, or some shit. We didn't play video games, but if we did, we would have probably did. It wouldn't be like, "Yo, check out my photo album." That's flirtation. Look at the family you could have. That's what they.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like that would be disrespectful to the gay world, only because you've already set him up to be. They're trying to make him the weakest kid ever on earth, and then you add that on as another reason why he's weak.
Okay, I'll be paying attention to like little shit or whatever. Sometime, like I could see if he was just at home by himself, you know, because he could have been. He could have been just watching TV. Why is his friend there? What is his friend like? What role did his friend play? Because like he had no dialogue. He didn't really have no dialogue. You know, they introduced him and everything. Because once I give you a name, I feel like you're a character now. Why are you a character?
Yeah, and two for the time period, he probably couldn't afford a video game because all they had was what, Nintendo back then. Yeah, his dad probably couldn't afford it. So I mean, it's still too. You're looking at photos. Watch TV.
Bro. Watch TV, bro. Like niggas got toys, bro. Play Army Men. Remember Army Men?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I don't know. I just don't want him to force nothing.
Yeah, I think that there's something with there's something with that character. When they introduce somebody, I feel like that's a character for a reason.
What if he's the introductory to the street shit?
Possibly that could be too. You know what I mean? I don't want to always push it to the homosexuality, but I just feel like there hasn't been any in this series yet, and they usually always push it a little bit. So it's like
they always force it in there. Like it don't happen naturally. It's like it feels like they gotta do it. Like you don't have to, but it feels like they have to.
And who's gonna be the one? I think that's all it is. Like who's gonna be the one that, you know, has the gay relationship, or you know, what gay character is, or who finds out somebody's gay.
Yeah.
It's coming.
So after that, so I mean, even in that scene in the introductory, because they're doing that weak ass karate scene, they're forcing the stepmother relationship. You already see that, because he's just like put in the tape. I know karate. Like what the fuck? Like how we? He was like, you want to watch this movie? Yeah. He just put it in, turn around like I know karate.
It's hella racist.
Where'd that come from?
It's racial. It's a racial thing. Hey, you got a little. Hey, you look Asian. Karate movies. Let's fight. Racist.
I know. And then they start doing some weak ass karate moves. It's like they're trying to build that. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah, it ain't.
They're really forcing that, and they're forcing that to develop that relationship. So when she get killed, the cop can lose it.
Thank you for saying that.
That's where
because she's going to die, and who gonna kill her? Tell me, you know.
The cop's gonna think it's Meech.
You said what?
I don't care who kills her. The cop's gonna think it's Meech.
Okay, I know who gonna kill her.
You think it's gonna be Mick?
Yep. Because it's not gonna be the cop. I mean, you gotta think about it, right?
Oh no, it's not. The cop not gonna kill her.
No. I said, like, cause you gotta think about the cop in the beginning, right? Like in the beginning, he had Leslie Jones as a partner, not the Asian lady,
right? Because she didn't make it.
The Asian lady's good because the cop's not gonna die. So Mick is losing his mind now because of what?
Oh, you're right. I forgot they showed that.
Yeah,
I forgot they showed. So it's revenge time for B Mick.
And the only person that he can get, or he can get the son. Somebody gonna get it on the cop side.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be the son. I think it's gonna be her.
Because they're showing that relationship between them now.
They microwaving that relationship. Like they're gonna get real close. The next episode, don't be surprised if she's spending the night. Like they're microwaving the shit out of that relationship.
Oh yeah, they busting some slob or whatever. That shit look about as awkward as that You People movie with Lauren and Jonah. That's how awkward that shit look. It just don't look right.
It just don't look right though.
When you grabbing somebody like this to kiss them, it's like, baby, you don't get your big bare hands off me.
So Lamar's going through it with his dog because the dog looks sick. He's crying in the hospital because he had this dog all of 2 days, but he's family now.
Yeah.
The dog is family because he's crying. I'm not giving up on him. You just got this dog, man. I don't know.
They taking it too far now. It's supposed to be a drama series. It's starting to be comical. You know what I mean? He takes him into the church.
It's supposed to be a soap opera. That's what I wrote down. I said they're writing this like a quick soap opera because something's happening in every scene, but it's just like, damn, like that fast.
Don't get me wrong. If any writers see this is entertaining.
Yeah,
it's just out of pocket. This is all kind of shit going on. Like I'm invested.
yeah. Oh no, we here for it, but it's just like, damn,
there's just a lot going on now. Snoop Dogg pulling out guns in the church.
Before that, when they get to those containers, and this goes to what you were saying with the with how fast they move on when somebody gets killed.
Yeah,
because they're in the containers. They somebody points a gun at him. It's K9 cousin. He gets shot. T turns around like, oh shit,
what was that?
Not him?
Yeah, he was he was spying on us. So I got what's his name to get him. It was so quick. I'm talking about seconds. I literally thought there was a missed frame in the I was like, yo, they skipped the frame. Like,
we missed something.
We missed something. Hulu tripping. So I rewinded and it was that quick. It was like, pow, boom. Yeah, he was working with what's his name. So I'm like, what?
And they went back to the judge. He was like, what's gonna happen when K9 find out? Meech was like, they went back to the judge. I was like, there's no panic here. There was no worry at all. They creep. It starts off with them creeping to the containers. They don't want to be heard. Mm-hmm. So they're creeping to the containers. They open it, they look into the drugs. Loud ass gunshot. Bow. No panic. No, let's get out of here. We don't care about being quiet now.
These niggas get shot at every episode, and don't nobody be like paranoid no more. It's like niggas get shot at every day, B.
This shit is crazy. So so now going to the part you're saying, with him bringing the shit is so fucking unreal. He brings the teddy bear dog. This is the same dog Martin had. Martin had when he was doing the New Jack City episode. It's the same dog. He walking him in, save him. Oh, I thought God could save everybody. I want to say I laughed out loud because I've been waiting for Snoop to break character. He pulled that big ass chrome
out of his robe.
Nigga, I said, get out. That nigga said, about to make me go back to my East Side way.
You know that was improv, nigga. I was like, East Side of what, Snoop Dogg? Say Long Beach so I can laugh. Please don't say East Side of Detroit. No, he was about to say nigga, my East Side LBC days, cuz.
That shit, I did laugh, but it's like that goes to the ridiculousness of the writing now.
Yeah, I think that Snoop Dogg starting to get a little upset because he can't even really handle nothing. Like, what was that? Even when the cop came in and put the cigarette in the wine in the beginning at Lil Zane's wake.
Yeah.
Then he was just like,
that was the weirdest.
I'm trying to heal y'all, brothers.
That wake was weird as fuck.
That wasn't no damn. That shit seemed. Don't do that for me. Don't pour no wine in no punch bowl.
They had hella glasses of wine. Take one as you go.
Nigga, they had a communion for this nigga's wake. Shout out Shinky, whatever the fuck that nigga's name was.
Hey, is that a real thing? Because they was pouring out. It's like pouring out wine for the dead homies, but he was doing it in a bowl.
It was a punch bowl, bro. Like that never happens. I've never. No.
That might be a Detroit thing. We don't know.
Might be a Detroit thing. I've never been to a funeral in Detroit or a wake.
So nigga Snoop pull out that gun. And then we go to BMF, who's been in this trunk for all of 2 months.
Yeah.
He finally, so this is what pissed me off. He finally, you see the struggle. He finally busts the trunk open. Then he climbs and falls out. Then you find out this nigga's legs have been loose. His legs have been loose. His hands have been tied in front of him like this. When he lays on the ground, he gets out of the rope in 2 seconds. two fucking seconds. So you've been laying in this trunk, not knowing how to get out for 2 months. No food, no water, nothing. You've been just living in this trunk for 2 months. You get out and you get it.
I wonder if the cop was trying to leave him for dead. Because at that point, it's just like, okay, you said that I'm going to put your mom in that in the other space, but he didn't say like, nigga, you like, you know, I'm gonna kill you, or you know what I mean, I'm gonna keep you in here. Like it wasn't nobody came back for him. Like, did he leave him for dead? Because he was at least in there for 2 or 3 days, at least.
At least a week. These niggas went to Costa Rica and came back.
That nigga would have died in there for a week though.
They went to Costa Rica. It came back.
Oh,
you gotta remember all the shit that happened.
Yeah.
In the beginning, right. He got kidnapped in the last episode. The beginning of it is Zane get killed. They have his wake.
Mm-hmm.
Charles get caught at the strip club. They go meet with K9 to discuss the business. They fly to Costa. Oh no! First they're getting ready to fly to Costa Rica. They fly to Costa Rica. They're in Costa Rica. They come back.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be like a week or more.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's wouldn't he have been like he'd have been done.
He would have been done. He would have been done in the real world. In the BMF universe, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it could have been like, you know how they have like the time period in some scenes. It's like that could have still been like 2 days for them, but like 5 days for everybody else.
You have all the bail money in the world for these niggas.
I just feel like it's not realistic. That's not realistic enough for me. And
it's not realistic at all.
Just like you said, he out of those 5 days, it's like you telling me you couldn't pop that trunk open.
You couldn't kick to them back seats. You couldn't kick to them back seats.
I don't know if cars was built like that back then, but possibly.
He could have kicked to them back seats, man.
Yeah.
He could have done something, I'm saying, because you busted out.
Yeah. Hey.
And he got out of the ropes. He didn't even do the fucking Last Dragon shit to get out the ropes. That nigga just went. That nigga said and stood up. So you could have got out them ropes a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's for the I don't think they knew what to do with his character in the meantime. That's what it was.
This is Black Lightning in Detroit.
That not Black Lightning.
This is Black Lightning in Detroit.
And Black Lightning is K9.
Yes. Yes. Nigga, and remember they had the other nigga with the superpowers. That's Lamar. Remember the other nigga that got killed and came back and started getting bodies tattooed on him? Yeah. That's Lamar. This is Black Lightning. I figured it out.
We got to review Black Lightning.
I love Black Lightning though. But how
many seasons is that now? Like 5?
It's done. It's over.
Oh, okay.
So then the ending, T gets called from Mo because she busts her husband in the head with a bottle.
I'll be done with that bitch, man.
But once again, she called a teenager to come pick her up. And then when he's talking to her in the car, she started going off on him, talking about you a little kid. You don't understand grown-up shit. This is grown-up shit. You still a kid. And then finishes it off by saying, go back and take care of your family. Bitch, you called me.
I'm trying to figure out what her character is about now, because it's like at this point, she's going back and forth with that nigga. You know, every time you see her, she's in distress. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point? Like, are they gonna be together, or is she gonna be with her husband?
No, she's gonna be with him because the whole series started with the picture of him and her on the thing, and he's calling her on the phone.
So I think this is the show ends with Meech going to K9's establishment, like everything is all good. He's like, you went behind my back. So K9 has been this ruthless nigga, killing his mama.
What I would say is he didn't kill his mom. Remember, she was there.
I mean, we shot his head. Shot him in the head.
What I would say is K9's been ruthless, but he's always had his principles. Mm-hmm. With him, it's like he'll be ruthless, but as long as you follow business rules, then he's like, it is what it is.
Yeah. So he gives Meech the torch. She's just like, yo, you got the juice now.
No, he didn't say that. He said, you a boss now.
Yeah.
Not his boss. Like you are a boss.
You are a boss now. And then that was pretty much it up until you find out B Mick's mom passed away.
And now B Mick is Lamar. Black Lightning is back.
Yeah. And how did it end? It was a dialogue that said, you know, like the difference between cops and gangsters or whatever. He was like a cop, you know, wears a badge, and I forgot how they worded it, but it was just like a gangster don't give a fuck or some shit like that. And then it went to the credits. And yeah.
So I think I didn't think about that, but I do think you're right. I think B Mick is going to kill that cop, and that cop is going to go on a rage and blame Meech for it.
Yeah, and you know how things are shot sometime, right? Like, so it's like it could be he aims for the cop and ends up shooting his son.
For some reason, I just don't see that.
I mean, it's just I just feel like they try to get you with like who you think is gonna be the person that's, you know, gonna die, and then it ends up being somebody that you don't know. Now that just depends on the writers, right? Like I don't know for sure.
What you're saying, from what you're saying, that would happen in a I don't want to say well written, that would happen in a regular drama. But this one, they think the way they write it, they think they're getting over on you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like what you said. It's like oh, B Mick's going crazy. What is he going to do? That's what he's going to do. I don't see killing the son as
not on purpose. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like something might happen to where he's aiming for the cop and the son catch a stray. That's what like he ain't gonna try to kill the son on purpose.
I would say that would happen if the Asian cop was in the beginning of the series. There's a reason she's not there.
That's true. That's true. The reason why they show Leslie Jones.
Right. Yeah. So there's a reason for her not being there, and I think the reason is her getting killed. This cop is going to fall in love with her on some weird shit, and she's going to accidentally get killed.
Yeah.
He might be aiming at the cop and accidentally shoot her.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
She jump in front of him like, move, and she gets shot. It could be some shit like that, but she's going to get it.
Yeah, that was my first thought, but then I started thinking about the boy, and I'm just like, they might try to take the boy out because that's his pride and joy. I don't think he's going to be too heartbroken about the Asian dying.
I think he is only because they captured him in that loving scene when they're doing karate moves, and he's looking like, oh my god, he's clicking with somebody.
Thank you for doing what you did with my son. Like, what you do?
She did karate moves.
Thank you. You know, he ain't never did no karate moves with no real Asian. You a real Asian?
No real Asian?
He never did no karate moves with no real karate man. Like, like yo, they had one tender moment. Like, you know what I mean? Just imagine your pops bring home some new lady and shit like that. And he's all happy and she's like, man, you real good with my son the 30 minutes you was here. Like what?
Hey, okay, did you in that awkward ass kiss, the son's looking out. Did he look like mad to you, or did he look like what the fuck's going on?
He looked upset.
Right. Like I think it's gonna get to the mom just died. You already moving on?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those for sure.
Because it was the way he looked.
Yeah, he's not gonna like the Asian lady after. I hate to keep on saying that because that sounds racist. I don't know her name.
Just don't know her name. It ain't nothing racist. We just don't know her name.
Yeah. I feel like she's gonna come back and she's gonna think everything's good. Like, yo, let's do some karate moves again. It's like, no thanks.
I'm tired.
I don't want to do it.
I'm gonna go hang with Clarence. We're going to the BMF party because we can get in. That boy gonna join the gang, man. I'm telling you.
Either that or they gonna catch them niggas in the bedroom together. About at least you could wish me luck. Either or. What the fuck you doing, boy?
Step into the darkness.
Those are weird. I feel like, you know what? Before we close out, it's just like certain scenes. I'm just like, in the editing room, I would have cut that out. So you can tell they have a lot. Like, I want to know what they do cut out. So
I feel like
some of these scenes are just like you should have cut that, but it's like they probably had scenes that they cut that were too long. But like some of the scenes, like when he was putting a condom on the trophy and putting it in his sister's face, I was like, that was weird.
That was weird as fuck.
Like, what we need that exchange for?
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they write it, because it was just out of nowhere. It was just like, oh, you know about sex? Yeah. Well, what you know about this? He pulled the trophy out, put the condom on, he put it in her face. I was like, where the fuck did that? Like, how did we get there?
I was like, that scene was built up in order for Charles to talk to T and see if he had found out about Meech yet.
Yeah, he could have just walked in the room and said, "Hey, man, you talk to your brother." No, he would have took that, but it was like, what was all that?
That's how I would have edited the scene. They was like, nah, let's have this exchange.
But even in that, like, that's what I'm saying about how they writing it, is shit happens so fast. Like, the escalations be happening so fast, but then they move on like it didn't happen. If I walk in the room, my son got a condom on a trophy, put it in my daughter's face, the conversation's going a little different. Then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they was just like, "What's wrong with you?" And then they just moved on. Just like, I need to know what's going on, and do I need to keep my daughter away from you? Like, I know that's your sister and everything, nigga, but you're a weirdo. Like something's
And I
wrong.
should beat your ass.
Exactly.
And why you packing all these clothes? Where the fuck you going? It's like there's so much they just overlooked to move on from that scene.
I think we did. We missed one part that it was that stood out for me when Raw Dog Charles went to Meech's record shop.
But that was the end.
Was that the last scene? That wasn't the last scene though. We got
the very last scene was BMF, but right before that it was that.
Yeah, that shit was funny because he was just like that. If you think I'm a rat on you, like, you know, I couldn't be with one woman either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mama been through enough. Like, I ain't gonna rat on you. You know what I mean? I was just like, damn, that's crazy. I just that. I was like,
because you be like, nigga, I can never.
There's no way. Nigga.
But it's funny. It's funny because, and it's fucked up because he's in there serious, like seriously, like, damn, I fucked up. But nigga, Meech is like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, pops. Yeah, nigga, that's me. You me.
Right.
He's
Exactly.
like, damn.
He was like, I'm not like you, son. It's like, yeah, nigga, you are. You are, nigga. Like you low key are just like, and I feel like that after a while, nigga, the pops might be like, shit, nigga, I need to get up in this drug game.
Might as well.
He's like,
get that of that Cadillac, man. I'm telling you, get that of that Cadillac. He gonna leave you alone.
You already fucking around on your wife on the regular. If I see one more scene with him and Miss Mabel, it's a wrap. Like, nigga, you are done with that relationship. You might as well sell dope with your kids, nigga, because you're not a stand-up nigga no more.
Nah. And I think Lucille gonna sleep with Snoop.
I hope not. That'll be weird.
It's already weird.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was like, they already got what's it called? Balrog and Chung Lee sleeping together.
Oh my God.
Light.
Hey man, wrap this shit up, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wrap this shit up, man.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.